So, as promised, I'm coming to you in a new live stream way here on YouTube World. My Wednesdays with Weezy's looking a little bit more professional. I've been wanting to do this for like mm, a couple of years now, and I was afraid. Uh, uh, so I was a little afraid, and I just I'm looking to see if anybody's here. I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted. As you come on, please say hi in the comments so that I know that you are here. Um, I have to turn off some things here. Um, but anyway, this month is travel month. So as you're coming in, say hi in the comments so I know who's here. Yes, Debbie Howard, you have made it. Hallelujah. I'm working. How do you like my new fancy setup? Um, Looking a little more professional, having my ticker go along the bottom, my little caption of October is Wheezy month, is travel month, not Wheezy month. Um, so anyway, I am here and in Restream that comes to you live at YouTube. So I'm always encouraging people to, step out and try something else and try something new. And so I definitely, in the month of September and October, have been stepping up my game, perfecting things. And I'm going to continue this through the year so that maybe possibly by the 1st of January or by mid January, I kind of have it a lot more together. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie says, I love it. You're the bomb. Look, with chat, I can go like this and I can go like this. And this is what Debbie Howard shows up. Love it. You're the bomb. I love you. Um, so I can do cool things like that. I have the captions. So that would be I didn't turn you off. Um, Go back to hide. And then I come back up with my little name here. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So how about this weather? Winter weather came overnight. I don't know where you live, but here we got down to like 31 degrees. So I haven't really had a chance to go out and see if my flowers got bit by frost or not. I really don't think they did because it was too warm yesterday because it was like in the higher 50s. But so we were down in the 30s, but I saw on the Weather Channel where got some snow out in the Midwest. The UP of Michigan actually got like a foot of snow. I don't think I'd want that in the middle of October, no matter where I lived. Even if I was a snow bunny, it's only mid-October. Usually you hear about things like that happening out in the up in the mountains in the western part of the states, but they're actually experiencing warmer than normal temperatures while we on the East Coast are cooler. But I do say I do enjoy the cooler days and being able to just go out and about and not really having to worry, you can dress reasonably. So anyway, without further ado, we are going to get on to this new edition of a Wednesday with Weezy. Um, the last 6 weeks, I will say we have been traveling just a little bit more, and you know that I did the travel summit and I was a speaker there. And this last weekend, I went off back to Tennessee. I had gone to Tennessee last month, got COVID, came home, and then I'm all better. And now that I've been working all this tech last week, I just really felt like I was in final exams week, like if I was in college and prepping and taking those final exams. How did I do? Well, I did I would say I did like an 85. I definitely didn't do A work, but I didn't do C or D work either. I had things that I missed, but are easily going back to correct. So that is how I'm going to spend the rest of my week. But one of my objectives was to start using Restream and coming to you in this better way. So, um, today, so to continue on with a travel week here, I'm sorry, I am like looking all over the screen. I'm distracted. I'm going to start focusing in on you. So here I am, Wednesday with Weezy. It's travel month. And right after COVID, Barry and I had been stuck in the house pretty much for 2 weeks. And we were tired of our little environment. And it was just time to get back out of the house. It was a Saturday, and we like sometimes to just go off and go like a couple hours away from the house and just spend a day, enjoy the countryside because the part of the Carolinas where we live, you can easily get to the mountains or you can easily get to the beach. The beach is further away, so that's more of a weekend trip, but a day trip is very doable into the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina for us. And so that's what we did. And we love this little town called Morganton. It's up around it's east of Asheville, just north of Hickory. But it's just a cute little quaint place, and that's where we went. So today I am going to share with you some of more information about Morganton, North Carolina. Now, why am I doing this? Well, if you come to North Carolina, you might want to stop in there. But really, my segments called Day Trippin' are to encourage you to step out of your environments and maybe take a little day trip, take a breather, step out of your everyday and go visit someplace else and find something of interest there to seek to do, but it's really just for encouragement. So, without further ado, I'm going to share some things about Morganton. And with me doing this, now I can share photos or video right here on my screen. And here comes the magic. Bam! Here is some pictures that I experienced from Morganton. I will say the first one is from the internet, but the rest are things that I purchased while we were out. So, Wednesday with Weezy, day trip in Morganton, North Carolina. So, as you can see here to the left, on the picture on the left, is a little map to give you an idea of where it is located. So, it's right here. It's west of Charlotte and below Greensboro, North Carolina, but you can easily travel to get to these other places. And this is just a nice scene that I found on the internet from Morganton, North Carolina.gov to show it off. But beauty abounds there. And I just want to give you there's a lot of recreational things that you can do there. And um sorry, I need to answer this real quick. Um Somebody didn't find me and she was trying to find me. Um but anyway, let me find one more thing here. Okay. Morganton has been named Best Places to Live in Morganton, North Carolina. It's a small town complex in western North Carolina, halfway between Winston-Salem and Asheville. September and May and October are the most pleasant months in Morganton, while January and February may not be the best times to visit because they're the least comfortable times of the month. It is in Burke County, and it is also known for being part of the Hickory, Lenoir, Morganton metro area, which, adding in Hickory, that means a lot of our furniture comes from this area. But Morganton is in Burke County are nature's playground with hiking, biking, camping, fishing, lakes, and waterfalls. Explore two of the parks of North Carolina. There is South Mountain and Lake James. Been to both. Actually, my son and soon-to-be daughter-in-law in 2023 got engaged in Lake James this last year. Plus, your Pisgah National Forest is across the north side of the country, which includes Linville Gorge and the Blue Ridge Parkway. So as you can see, there's arts. So beauty does abound here in this area. There's lots of arts. There's lots of things to do outside, and these are some of the sights that you might see. But the day we went on our little trip, we went to Apple Hill Orchard, just south of Morganton. It's a beautiful ride, I'm just going to say. But we went to this apple orchard, and the apple trees were full of apples, and the orchard was full of people. But these were just a little bit of what we saw, and we got ourselves some apples. And the thing of the last 10 years is all these apple orchards make these crack donuts. I just call them crack donuts. But you can see over here on the right where Barry's biting into one, but they're apple cider donuts, and they are very delicious. They came in glazed and sugar cinnamon. The sugar cinnamon is the way to go. There wasn't enough glaze on the glaze for me. But as you see, families having fun, doing their thing here in the apple orchard, capturing pictures because they're pretty. And here's an old apple shed that was on the property also. Now, we have gone here, but we didn't go here this time. But another place that if you were like camping or hiking for a day, you could go to Brown Mountain Lights. Or it's called Brown Mountain, but there's old folklore here, an old legend that is called the Mysterious Brown Mountain Lights. So they range from various age-old superstitions to mythical monsters such as Bigfoot, Mothman, and Snaily Guider, a half-bird, half-reptile chimera. I can't pronounce it. That reportedly terrorized 18th century German immigrants. But one of the most famous Appalachian folktales involves the mysterious Brown Mountain Lights, eerie ghost lights that have been seen in North Carolina for mountains for more than 200 years. It is said that on dark nights, these glowing orbs like lights can be seen risen approximately 15 feet off the ground in the Brown Mountain area, which is located approximately 65 miles northeast of Asheville in the Pisgah National Forest. Numerous reports over the last 2 centuries suggest that the lights briefly hover in the air, then suddenly vanish, and sometimes reappear later. They have been seen in various colors, including blue, white, orange, and red. Onlookers have reported seeing the lights floating in midair, both by themselves or in groups of hundreds. We went, oh gosh, it was like 12 years ago we went um but it was a full moonlight and um w- we might have seen something but we really don't know. Now, also here there is a lot the arts council and artisans abound in this area. So that is one of the things that really I loved going for. I like going to the little shops because the gift shops are a mix of things that you can buy and then the local artisans. And see, they get creative. So I love this creative genius of this picture on the left that they just took found items and put this um, statue together, piece of art, sculpture, whatever you want to call it. And then pottery. Pottery is huge in this region. There are a lot of potters. We went to this store studio, and these were two pieces of the pottery that I brought home. This is just a decorative bowl, but I love the strié that the um sorry um I love the strié that the potter put into this bowl. He actually took the clay and would color the clay, and he knows how to work it. So all those striés are actually other pieces of clay and then formed together, but he knows how to do it. So like if you're working with Play-Doh and you know if you mix too many colors together, it doesn't always swirl, it might become muddy. And he works this clay the same way. And then he knows what kind of reaction he's going to get from the pigments of the chemicals that might be in the different colors. And he works this into when he goes to glaze the pottery. So it was just really interesting. And then the picture on the right is a soup mug. We eat a lot of soup this time of year into the winter, into the spring. And sometimes when you're sitting on the couch, it's kind of hold hard to hold a bowl. So I like these nice soup mugs with um, the handles. But this little store was in the heart of downtown Morganton. And I think that is the end of the pictures that I have. So I'm going to stop sharing and come back to you. Um, Debbie says one of their local spots makes cider donuts on Saturdays, and they are delicious. I love the cider apple donuts. Um, so if you've just popped on, let me know who is here. Just type it in the comments and I will welcome you. I thank you for coming in and seeing my new setup here live and joining me. So I had somebody to talk to show off this new screen. Um, but but anyways, that was our little trip to Morganton that day. And I have to say they have a bunch of yummy restaurants, but you can really see in these small towns how the economy is really affecting them because a lot of the restaurants now either if they're busy during the week, they're closed on the weekends. If they don't have enough of a lunch crowd, they're now only open. They don't open until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So on a Saturday, downtown was relatively very quiet. There was very few places that were open, but we did find an Italian restaurant, and it was really good. It was fabulous. I'm just going to say it was fabulous. And we really enjoyed it. And um but we just enjoyed taking our time strolling through the shops, quite a few of the shops there, just for a couple blocks. but down the square, you could hear live music playing because there's a square there in, Morganton, and there was live music playing down there, and that's the thing I love about this region. This region is really, if you don't know where a lot of famous singers or songwriters come from, the Carolinas breed and bred a lot of them. Um, People like James Brown. Um, I'm trying to think. I can't think of anybody right off the top of my head. Um, but people, Edward McCain, Darius Rucker is a native South Carolina, Hootie and the Blowfish. So music is a huge, huge part of the culture, but all over this Carolinas, but really up in the mountains. That's where you might hear a little bit more bluegrass. You might hear a little bit. Um, you might even experience something and see clogging. But anyways, this was our day trip to Morganton, and like I said at the top, I want to share this. So if you should come, you need to know that there's other places to go than just to Asheville or some of the bigger cities. There's a lot of little towns off the beaten trail. They have parks and recreation, hiking, um, breweries, wineries, distilleries, if you're in those kind of things, um, art, crafts, just beautiful things to experience when you take this day. And you just feel, when we take our day trips, I just feel that we just enjoy more, just enjoy more of life and just step away and take a deep breath. So that's all I have for this week. And notice at the bottom, I am changed my ticker so that now I have a ticker where you can find me on social media. I need to ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, if you have not yet. I have had some progress. I thank you people who have stepped up. I'm up to 31 new subscribers now. Yay. I went from 11 to 31, so 20 new people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I so thank you. Share this with your friends and what and have them subscribe. And if you're new here, please subscribe. But I have had enough watches and people subscribe now that I can now make post in YouTube. So if you keep your YouTube notifications on, ringing that little bell and making sure you see all the notifications, you will see pictures and comments that I make of postings. But now I can make postings here on YouTube, and I'm so excited. But I will be able to do a whole lot more if I have 1,000 subscribers. So we are working to at least get to 100 by the end of the year. But let's just keep chipping away at it. Be a Weezy cheerleader and invite your friends to watch my shows of Wednesday with Weezy. So that is all I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Let me know how you like the new setup of Restream. Uh, you can post in YouTube with in comments, and I will get those comments because I don't think I will see the comments that come up here. Maybe I will. Still learning. It's tech time here at Weezy. But anyways, have a great week, everybody. Bye.